right, so from here, what I'll have you do is just slide your hands down to the knees, look a little ahead towards the top of your mat here, and then draw your tailbone between your legs so the lower back pulls down and rounds. And then feel like you pull your chin towards your sit bone here and draw it in and under and create a C curve as best as you can through your spine. So lifting up through the middle and the upper back there. And now I'm going to come out of that and reverse. We're going to look up a little ahead, draw the shoulders down towards the hips, slide them down, arch your back, and then feel like you reach your tailbone away from the body. Really open up through the sit bones, reach those bony bits of your bottom away. And now reverse, chin towards the tailbone and round the spine. And now come out of that and reverse, reach those sit bones away, look up a little and pull the shoulders down. And then last one here. Chin to sit bone again, round, round, round the spine as best as you feel you're able to. And then arch the back. Get those shoulders away from the ears and reach those sit bones out. Good. And then slowly come up. And then let's do a standing roll down. So arms by your side, chin to the chest, and let's slowly roll down. Get a little bit more through the legs now. Loosen up that lower back. Soften the knees if you feel a bit stiff. And just breathe. And now let's rotate a little to the right. Staying down. Breathe. You feel something different there. And then bring yourself back to the center and to the left. Just gentle, don't go too hard. And then back to the center. Hopefully your hands are a bit lower now. And let's scoop in that tummy and slowly and lightly, very, very lightly restuck the spine. Nice. Take 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, and press that back heel down into the mat and lunge the front knee forward and stretch your calf. It's on the back leg, obviously. And softly move in and out. And as you go forward, push that back heel quite firmly down in resistance. Don't let it come along for the ride. And then back up. And again, reach. And bring it in and then change sides. Do the other one. All right. And then reach that knee forward, press the heel back. Calves can get so stiff, right? Push that back heel. Gently move in and out of it. All right, good. And then slowly come out of that. Now, all right, stand up nice and tall. Feel like your back is against the wall. Keep your head upright and slowly bend your knees down, getting into the ankle joints. So don't lean forward. Just pulse it out a little bit, just a couple of times. Feel that through the shins, through the ankles there, and then come back up. And again, drop it down. Keep the head more back than forward and up. Good. In actual fact, why don't we bring our hands behind our head, okay, as you do this last one here. And then you're going to keep those hands behind your head and stand up. Okay. Now from here, I want you to look up a little bit with the eyes and press your head back into your hands and lengthen through the back of the neck. Feel like you lift a little through the back of the head upwards and lengthen the neck muscles there as you press your head. Very good. And then slowly come out of it. So I've got a set of dumbbells there. You can grab yours. You can do it with or without dumbbells. And you're going to add, you're going to feel a little bit of abs when we do this work. Starting with the knees bent softly. Have your hands sit forward. Okay. And I want you to visualize a zipper right through the front from the pubic bone to the gap of your ribs and lift your arms up to walk and then back. Okay. Now the whole torso should remain still and you should maintain a neutral spine here, whilst obviously getting some really nice mobility work through the shoulders there. Then you tilt a little lower, fight gravity. And one more. And then come up and just shoulder circles, just a couple in each direction. A little bit of recovery before we go into our next one. Head up and then reverse. Okay. Nice. All right. Find that semi-squat position. Bring your arms forward. Okay. I want you to slide your shoulders down and connect to your lat muscles and the scapula remaining steady as we pull the arms lightly out. And as those arms get away from you, there's just that little tension through the rib cage there, right? Your ribs are going to want to pop and flare. Don't let them. And back down, come down a little lower. So even though we're moving our arms, it's just as much about your core. Check if your back is wanting to arch. Keep it in neutral. Get in those posterior muscles that get neglected. Just a couple more. Feeling those legs as well. Nice work. Stand up and give me a couple more rolls here. Take a little break. And then reverse. Good. All right, let's find that same position. Ready? Okay. Raise your arms right back and grip strongly your weights. So you've got energy through your hands and your forearms. Keep your elbows elevated and let's bend the forearms and then back. Lean forward, knit those ribs together. Five more. You will feel the back of your neck as you look ahead. 3, 2, and last one. Good. Drop it down. Okay, this next one feels grounded with your feet and energy in your thighs, your legs, your glutes. Now I want you to feel light through the dumbbells. So I support the dumbbells just with the thumb underneath the shaft there. And then I'm going to tune into the shoulders here to lift my arms and the hand up. Can you get the movement coming from this end and not from your hands? Remember, tense the leg muscles and back. Now you know what you're doing. Head up. Keep those ears over the shoulders and back. Good. Now you're going to come forward on an angle, 45. So not quite straight ahead. And again, I'm trying to get the deltoid muscles on top of the shoulder to do this work and lift my hands. That's why I'm barely holding on to those weights. Not too fast so that those muscles contract at the top. All right, we're going to go forward, straight ahead. Okay, no rib flare. Don't use your arms. 2, 3, 4. And last one here. Number 5. Great work. Okay, pop those down now for me and grab your band. Okay, I've got the lighter of my band. We're going to do some nice shoulder circles after that. You can do this free form without the band if you feel better that way. Let's take a big breath in as we bring our arms up to the ceiling. Widen that band, pull it apart. Can you take it behind today? And then breathe in. And then bring it back. Adjust your tension as you need. If it's too tight and you're struggling to get those arms behind, make your band looser. But the pull apart can be quite nice. And then down. And again up. Let your back arch. And last one here. Bring it up. And back. And back in. Okay, rotate a cuff. Put your hands to face upwards. Pull your elbows to your side. Turn your feet out. And then come down into a soft squat here and widen the arms. Pause, feel the rotator cuff. And then come back in. Keep your head up, remember. And again, 2. We're going to go for 8. And 3. Don't be leaning forward. Be more upright in your posture. 4 more to go. Pause, get that grip of the shoulders. 3, 2, and last one here. Good work, and bring yourself up. Okay, let's do side stretch, taking the arms up towards the ceiling. Okay, and then have a little bit of looseness. I've adjusted my hand a bit there on my right because I'm going to go to the right, and then I'm going to use that right hand just to pull down softly through the band and poke the rib cage out to the left for me. And then come back up, breathe in, and breathe out and change sides. The breath in is really important. It's going to open so many things up through your spine, through the ribs. Good. And then come back up. Now bring your hands down in front of your thighs. Have a short gap between your hands and put tension through your upper back and shoulders and press the band into the thighs, opening the shoulders back, head is up. And then once you're in that position, keep the energy through your lats and the back of your shoulders. And don't turn your head, but have your eyes look to the left. Then use those eyes now to continue to turn the head to the left, to the left, to the left, and look over as much as you can. Pull your right shoulder back as you turn to the left and come back to the center. All right, relax the arms briefly. All right, should feel quite energetic. All right, let's press back and then just the eyes looking to the right and then use those eyes more and keep looking over to the right. Pull the left shoulder back now. Pull back. How much can you turn the head? Good. And then come back in. Relax the arms. Round 2, rotate the cuff. Come down. All right. Good. So take your arms out and in. 8 repetitions again. I know you guys all work at desks. 3, and 4, 5, 6, Two more. And then we're going to go back to our little eye and neck turns here. So come on up. All right, we're going to start looking to the right first. Press into the thighs, pull the shoulders back. Eyes first to the right, feel a stretch through the eyes, and then keep turning the head, pulling that left shoulder back. So the left shoulder will want to come forward of the body, but you've got to stop that from happening and then come back in. Briefly rest those arms. All right, and then press again. Open chest and shoulders to the left with the eyes, and then keep looking, looking, looking. Pull that right shoulder back. And then come back in. Come to the floor. All right, lots of upper body there and stuff, and good spinal mobility work there. But we haven't finished with the spine yet, so I'm going to get you, keep everything close by your bands to do a back stretch. Okay. So the back stretch I want to do is the really simple one and really effective one is to take your right leg out straight, take your arms to the floor and float the left leg up. You know where I'm going. Take that opposite leg across and turn your head in the opposite direction. Use your eyes to look down into the mat and notice if you look hard enough, you should feel a stretch through the back of the eyes, internally, obviously. If it gets a bit too much, just come out of it. Just look where you're comfortable and breathe. And with every breath out, you want to soften where you feel pulls, tightness, restrictions. Notice your breath when you breathe in, how it impacts on your spine. Take a big breath in now. And then breathe out and then soften. A few more seconds here and then we're going to change sides. All right, slow to come out of it, yeah? All right. And then change over. Joseph Pilates said you're only as healthy and as youthful as your spine. Now use those eyes again. Can you look down a little bit more into your mat and breathe? So you used to say if you have a stiff spine in your, say, 30s in your youth, he goes, you're old. But if you're older and your spine is mobile and strong, you are young. Breathe. Good. And then slow to come back in. All right. And we're going to get into your hips and the glutes. Okay. So I'll have you prop up onto your forearm, onto your side. Okay. And we'll take the top leg out straight. So, Deb, you know the alternatives to this if you need to lie on your back. All right. And now from here, elevate the rib cage, use those oblique muscles, stretch the leg up and point your toe gently. Take the leg behind for circles and around. So, more back than you are forward. 4. Now, I want you to press the bottom knee and foot into the mat a little bit, and that's going to help to stabilize the pelvis. Let's reverse. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now, after we come in here, bend both knees, but stay elevated and take your hand behind your head. Feel lifted through the rib cage here. Reach the elbow to the ceiling and side stretch those ribs again. Poke them out to the side. Keep that position and rotate the elbow forward while you reach away from the body. And then keep reaching that elbow. Push your head gently into the hand and look up ahead. So you're in this rotation in spinal extension and then come out of it. Good. And then recenter. Change sides. Okay. All right. So leg circles, elevated side muscles here. Okay. Bring the leg up and point gently. Let's go behind 8 and 8. Press that bottom foot into the mat of the bent knee. 5, 6, get control 7 and 8, and then reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend both knees, hand behind the head. Ready? Keep this elbow right under you, not too far away. All right, just elevate those ribs and reach the elbow up to the ceiling. Take a moment to enjoy that. And then keep reaching that elbow forward and away from the body and rotate. And then look up towards the top of your mat. Puff your chest out a little. And then come back in. And then come back out. Nice work. And then sit up. Okay. All right. Grab your dumbbells. Okay. And you can do this move with or without dumbbells. And I want you to tune into the muscle fibers that run this way with your tummy. Okay. So sense of tuning into that, but also your obliques that go down. So this whole pull down towards the pelvis and the pubic bone. All right. Grab your weights. Okay. So bring your arms forward and then tune into those muscle fibers tightening in towards the center of your navel. And then roll the spine back a little bit, just a little, not a lot. And then come back up. All right, just always tuning into those muscle fibers. And again, down and up. And again, down and up. Are those arms going down and up? Tense those abs before you roll back. Last one here. And up. All right, good work. Just put those dumbbells down by your side and grab your band. If you have your stronger band, use it. I haven't grabbed mine. I'm just going to use this. And have it lie over just the hip bone area here and lie on your back. And we kind of have to check, but sort of grab with a fist and keep the hands side by side, palms facing in. All right, let's start to roll the spine up, the roll up. So come up and feel the tension at the top there. Pull those hands back down to the mat. Mine want to lift. Now press the hip bones into that band. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's roll it down. So when you get height with this, and just adjust your band so it's more over the hip bones if they weren't. Okay, is to feel a stronger connection with your glutes at the top. Let's roll up again. So as I get height, I feel the bony bits of my hip pushing into the band. We do not rib flare, so keep your ribs down. And then just push into the band and feel those glutes just a little bit more. Okay, and then roll back down. Now, if you're feeling your lower back, check that your core muscles are on it as well. But sometimes, let's go again, our glutes have trouble firing up for some people. So it'll be interesting. Roll up to see what you feel. But just tense the sit bones and then roll back down. And obviously you're feeling your arms. Okay. And again, last one here, roll up. Reach the knees towards the toes as you get height. Pull into the band with the hands. Feel your triceps as well. And then roll back down. Nice work. Let's sit back up again. Put the band to the side. Okay. Now this one, we're going to come back into our bent knees. I'll kind of give you a break on this one because sometimes it's really hip flexory and people get grumpy. Give me genie arms. All right. Now, when you're doing your roll down, we're going to roll a little bit back first and just test things. Tune into those muscle fibers, drawing in, drawing downwards, and then rotate the upper body to the left and pull it back in, come back up. Now we're going to stay on the left. You can keep coming in and out, or you can stay back. All right, so I'm going to stay back now here, shoulders down, and let's rotate to the left, that my heels remain centered, and again to the left. Good, feel that left and right oblique. 2 more. Oh, relax those hip flexors, yeah? And then last one here. And then pull yourself up. Take a moment to rest, pull into the knees a little bit, straighten that back up, okay? All right, you ready for the right? Take it back, roll the spine back, yeah? Tune into those muscle fibers again. And let's go to the right. And in. And then back. How much rotation can you get? We're not leaning back big. Our focus is the rotation. Tune into those abs. 2 more, don't let them go. And then last one here. Nice work. Okay, come into 4-point kneeling position. All right, so from here, slide 1 foot back. Take your hands a little bit wider, so maybe as wide as your mat, and then lower the chest down so the elbows bend out to the side. If you could kiss your mat, don't do it. And then come back up. All right, now add the lift into the head if you leg, sorry, if you choose that back leg now, and bring it down and up. So my leg remains floating. Good. And tune into your chest muscles as you get height. So as we come up here, squeeze those pec muscles. Change sides, go straight into the lifted leg if you choose, shoulders away from the ears, and let's go. Drop it down. And I'm putting weight into my palms, not my fingers. So my fingers kind of lightly over the mat. Just make sure your hips are not too rotated. Yeah, try to keep your body centered. 2 more. And last one. Good. Now stay in 4-point kneeling and take your hips to tilt to the right, semicircle down towards the left and back in. Reverse to the left, rotate back, come back in. Good. 2 more. Reverse to the right, semicircle down, to the left, and to the left again, and then rotate to the sides. Okay, come back to your V-sit position, but I'm going to get you to pop your booty band through your feet around your knees. And this is for not so much what we're doing now, but what's coming up. All right, give me your genie arms again. And now we're going to go side to side with our obliques. Ready? Muscle fibers, roll back. Good, ready? Keep the pelvis centered, take it to one side, back to the middle, to the other side. If you need to come up for a rest, you come up for a rest. Otherwise, keep twisting. Now, a common mistake is when people rotate, they lift one elbow higher than the other. That's not what I want. Keep it all in the same plane of movement, as we call it. Two more. Nice work. And then come back to 4-point kneeling position. All right. So we're going to do fire hydrants. Okay. Keep your right glute as still as you can. Don't let it tilt. Zip up those abs and take the left leg to slide out with a little lift and then in and then back. And I always feel this sense of pushing the knee downwards, even though I'm getting height as I go away. And you want to keep that lower back neutral. So where my hand is, it shouldn't move. If yours is hiking up, make your move smaller. 2 more. You can do this without the booty band if you want. All right, you ready? Change sides. So let's do the other side. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I know I won't see you guys next week because it'll be Christmas Day. We should do it though, shouldn't we? Right? Let's get up really early Christmas Day. Said no one ever. 3 more. So if I do not see you before, I know I'll see a couple of you, but mostly you, Annette. Have a lovely Christmas and thank you for being a part of my online Pilates. I hope you have a really nice time with your family and friends. And as always, stay in good health